For me, from the very beginning, it was like a sour, sweet taste because even though I loved camp from the very beginning, I knew it will come to an end eventually. Then it was even more intense because I knew that this will start and I didn't know how it will end or where will it end. I remember that one of my friends, Jared, asked me, "So, what are you gonna do?" I mean, she's from Germany, and yeah, you are Taco, Mexico, Tequila, so it's too far away from each other. And I told him, I don't know, I'll have to move to Germany. But in the time you say like, yeah, I don't know, I'm gonna buy a Tesla. So like something is not gonna happen. Just thinking about it. So I was trying to enjoy it and the weeks with her. I cried a couple of times, I think alone, and other times in front of other campers, never in front of the kids. It was close to, but it was hard because I thought a year before it hurt me a lot to get away from friends that I just made, and I knew that it would be impossible to have all of them together at one place. I thought, okay, this is going to be even more worse because I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, I don't have a scenery. I don't. Yeah.
We forgot to mention,
Yeah.
like in between this time, I mean, between United States and Bruno moving here, I went to Mexico for 2 weeks to visit him and to meet his family. Everyone asked me, okay, you're going alone as a woman to Mexico and you don't even know the family. What if they, I don't know, kidnap you?
What the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you going there?
Even the people in the airport in the United States were checking the pass and everything. I need to tell them all the story, how we met, why I'm going alone and everything. Because for me, it was the hardest part, not knowing when it will be possible to see us again. I think I came back mid-November 2019.
I mean, we've already pinpointed that your love story is definitely a little bit more chaotic, but I'm wondering, for everyone who's listening and watching right now, what advice do you have if you feel like there's someone listening or watching that feels like my life is quite chaotic right now? I don't know what the next steps are in the relationship. Maybe we're closing the distance soon as well. Like, what would it be? What have you learned over the past few years?
My advice in that way would be, okay, let's put it this way. Right now, I don't know what's going to happen with me or what am I going to do because, like I say, I'm applying to more studies. But also in the past, I didn't know what to do. And before knowing Celine, I didn't know what to do. So I don't think you will ever actually know what's going to happen. You can plan whatever you want, but just know that you have a very little control on that and try to live with the moment. I think is the most important thing for me, or the thing I learned. Like, it is very hard to know what will happen. There's not like there's not a prophecy written. There's no way that you will know, okay, maybe in 10 years I'm gonna be here. What do I have to do to get to the point? Is grading here step by step. No, you always will be in a point of uncertainty. So don't let down, get yourself over stressful. Just learn to live with it. Because like I said, it was never my goal to come to Germany. And I think from that I got to be a better person from it, but it will never change. I mean, I can just say that just be relaxed, give it time. Don't try to pressure anything because the more you pressure it or the more you try to go through a path that is clearly saying don't go that way, it's just gonna hurt the most. And don't regret the decisions you take because sometimes we like to look back in time and say, oh, if I would have done this differently, my life will be better in this way. Maybe in that time you took that decision because you thought it was the best. So, I mean, just live with responsibility from your actions and learn from them. But it's gonna always be chaotic. We have zero control on that.
Yeah, and again, in your case, I mean, you had to relearn a lot of things.
Uh-huh.
And for someone who's living in Germany as a German, they are quite obvious because they know how the system is running, and you had to learn that. So it's not like you wake up one day and you're fluent in German. So
No.
that's a lot to take into consideration as well. I'm also wondering, because you both mentioned that there were some times, some moments where you were thinking, Bruno, of going back to Mexico, like moving back to Mexico. What did stop you not to go back? And the experience has shown you that it does not make sense to plan ahead and to get too stubborn about specific things. And also all the moments where you have been in between and you did figure it out together as a couple, and knowing that there are other options if one option doesn't work out. I think that's just, gives you some ease. And especially if you know that you've done it a couple of times already. So, because in the end, you have to find a way, you have to work around it, in order to make it work somehow. And thank you again for being so open-minded, for sharing your love story, for giving us some insights into your crazy story. I'm very curious to see if the path goes on the way it did the past few years.
Yeah, you see? There we go. Mein Haus ist dein Haus? Keine Ahnung.
Mein
No,
Haus
thank
is
you
dein
very
Haus, yeah.
So I had fun. It was interesting to do this.
It was nice to recapitulate, to reflect, how to get to know each other.
Makes me feel a little more blessed from the whole path that we have had, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But sometimes we can forget about
You
beginning.
forget everything.